Hi, welcome back to the video diary. It's been a few days. I do apologise for that, been a little bit busy and just haven't been able to catch up. So back at it today. Busy day on the track practice. A few little niggles to follow through and follow up on. So this morning we did a few lung washes for horses for poor performance. So we often do that again for horses to see if there's any evidence of bleeding or inflammatory airway disease that might explain a poor performance. Few x-rays, x-ray mostly knees. In race horses we find that most of our injuries are knee related, carpus for a technical term, but yeah, most of the middle carpal joint causes a lot of our problems. Also following up on the results of some scintigraphy horses, we'll often use scintigraphy to diagnose sort of bone stress injuries, stress fractures. It's really useful for that won't show up on x-ray. But also as well, we'll sometimes use it with horses with multiple sites of soreness to try and help us speed up the diagnostic process. So we'll go to bone scan to see if there's any bone issues, and then we go from there. So that was that, and then followed up with shockwave treatment for some for a horse that's got a proximal suspensory injury. That went well. The horse is quite painful with it, so probably next time we'll give it a little bit more sedation and hopefully settle everything down. We find shockwave really useful. So when we say shockwave, a lot of people think of electrical shock. It's not really that there. It's a sound wave, so it's a sound wave shock, and you hear click, 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 and it works really well for high suspensory injuries. So other than that, for the rest of the week, we've got a few weanling x-rays booked in later in the week. We'll get them done. And we do weanling x-rays and surveys for any horses with OCD, potential OCDs, before the sale season starts, so we'll start to do that there. We'd also recommend doing that there for young warm bloods before you start them up, just to make sure there's no issues. It's a really useful tool, just to do some surveys to check you haven't got anything sinister going on before you start investing time and money and effort into them. Doing them as weanlings is quite early, because some of the stifle lesions, if you re-x-ray them at 18 months of age, they'll be gone and will not be a problem. But unfortunately, the sale season comes around very quick. Even though we've just finished one season, these guys will be starting to prep in the next sort of 4 or 5 months, so we need to make sure everything's going well. So anyway, talk to you later in the week. Speak to you soon. Bye.